In the last lecture, we have seen how we can exploit the dumb vulnerable web app when that's the file upload vulnerability section when the security level is at a medium. Now, in this lecture, we are going to increase the security level of this dumb vulnerable web application and then see how we can be able to exploit the file upload vulnerability at that security level. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to the DVWA security, and then I'm going to change the security level from medium. I'm going to take it to high. Then I'm going to submit. All right. So now we have set the security level to high. So I'm going to go to the upload vulnerability section, and then now let's see the function. Let's test the functionality of the file upload vulnerability at this particular security level. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to normally we know that this particular upload permit only the uploading of a normal file with a JPG extension, that is images that have the JPG extension, joint photographers group. All right, so now I'm going to browse and then try to get an image and then upload it. So let me go to my home. Okay, it's at home now. Okay, so download. Let me go to download and see whether I have an image. All right, so this JPG. Let me try to upload this image and then test the functionality to make sure everything is working fine. So let me upload it. So as you can see, we have been able to successfully uploaded the particular JPG. All right, so now let's try to see now what if we try to upload something like the web shell that we created in the previous lecture. Now let's see how we can be able to upload it. Okay, though I have renamed it to JPG, so I'll go back and rename my PHP shell to have the normal.php extension. So I'm going to take this down. Then I'm going to the terminal. All right, so let me clear this. I've already okay, we have our Metasploit waiting. So and then let me come to this directory and pwd and the Faisal home Faisal directory. Now ls, that is where we have our php shell.jpg. Now let me rename it to have the normal .php extension so that it is a shell, because we know that it is a shell. We rename it in the previous lecture. So let me rename it sudo move command, then php the shell. Then I want to rename it to .php, which is the normal extension for this particular file. And then I'm going to hit enter. Then I'm going to enter my password. All right, perfect. So ls, let me see. Okay, so we have successfully changed the file extension to the way it was before. So now let me go back to the browser and then try to upload this particular image and see how it's going to work. So let me refresh this. All right, cancel. Oh, let me just go browse. Browse. So we want to upload and then go to home, and then where we have php shell.php, going to select it, and then I'm going to try to upload it, and then upload. So as you can see, your image was not uploaded. So at high security level also it checks, because we expect that even at medium security level we were not able to upload a file that is having a file extension other than the .jpg. So also at the high security level, it is we will of course expect that we will not be able to upload any file that is not having the .jpg file extension. So perfect. So our file upload the file upload functionality at high security level is doing its work by checking to make sure that only the recommended type of file are only the ones that are uploaded to this particular web application. So what we are going to do now, we are going to see how we can make use of Bob suite to intercept the request, the post request that is used to upload an image. We are going to intercept it and then see how we can be able to tamper with the request and then be able to bypass this high security filter. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go over and then launch my Bob suite. So I'll come here, click on this, and then my Bob suit. I'm going to launch my Bob suit. Alright, so I've launched my Bob suit and click on next, and then start Bob suit. Alright, so I've started my Bob suit. I'll go to Proxy, and then I'll go to intercept this out, and then go to options. Make sure that this has been set to loopback address 127.0.0.1/4080. So I'll go back to the intercept, and then I'm going to minimize this, and then now I'm going to go back to my browser, and then I'll go and enable proxy. So I'll come to references just as we have been doing before. So I'll come and enable proxy. So I'm going to settings, and then manual proxy, and then we have the address, the IP address set to the loopback address, localhost 127.0.0.1, and then over 4080. So I'm going to select it. Okay, so now we have enabled proxy. So now what we are going to do, we are going to see how we can be able to bypass this high security filter. So I'm going to go back and then rename my image and then rename my shell to hub.jpg extension. So I'm going to go here and then rename it again to .jpg. So PHP shell. Okay, so I have PHP shell .php, and then I'm going to rename it to PHP shell.jpg, since we know that image is being allowed to be uploaded into that particular web application. So I'm going to hit enter. So ls. So as you can see, we have successfully renamed it to PHP shell.jpg. So I'm going to minimize this, and then I'm going to go back to the browser, to the web application, and then I'll try to upload that particular shell. So I'm in the Faisal home directory, So I have my PHP shell.jpg. Then I'm trying to upload it. Click on open. All right. So and then try to upload it. So as we have expected, the request is not passing through because we have set proxy. So I have to go to Bob suit and then see what we have been able to intercept this request. So I come here, click here. So as you can see, we have this. This is a GET request. This is not the request that we are interested in. So I'm going to forward this. Okay, well, this is GET request. This is not the request we are forward. All right, this is still not. We can see that it is not a request to that particular metasploitable machine server. So I'm going to forward you this. This is for the browser. It detects Portal Firefox. This is for the browser, not for the. All right, so we have bypassed that. Okay, let me see it again. All right, so we have bypassed that. Let me go back and re-upload the image again. So we have successfully uploaded this PHP shell.jpg, but that is not what we are interested in doing. We don't want to upload it yet. We want to see how we can maneuver our way through and be able to upload our PHP shell. So I'm going to rebrowse again, and then go to that page, go to that file, PHP shell.jpg, and then I'm going to open it and then upload. So as expected, this request has been intercepted by our Bob suit proxy. So I'll come back here and then click on this. So as you can see, perfect. So we have been able to intercept the request, and we can see the file name PHP shell.jpg, and the HTTP method is post method, and we can see the content type is image.jpg. So while we were exploiting in the previous lecture, while we were trying to bypass the medium security filter, so what happened basically, the security filter is only checking for content type to make sure that content type is image.jpg. But at high security level, it is going to check for both the file extension and then the content type. So even if we change this to .php, we will not be able to upload it. So but let's see. So I'm going to change it to JPG, to PHP, and then C, just to show that we will not be able to upload it to the web server, even if it is having just as we did at the medium security level. So I will rename it to PHP, and then let's see whether we'll be able to upload it to the server. So I'll forward it. All right. What is this? Make sure there's nothing left. So let me go back again to the browser and then see whether we have been able to bypass the high security level. So as we can see, we have this error. Our image was not uploaded. So at high security level, it checks for both the content type as well as the file extension. Unlike what happened at the medium security level. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to browse to that particular PHP shell, and then that we have renamed to PHP shell.jpg, and then I'm going to open it and then attempt to upload it again one more time. And then I'm going to go to my Bob suite now and then see how we can be able to maneuver our way through. So I'm going to go back here and then see what we have intercepted. So now what we are going to do, we are going to rename it to PHP shell.jpg. So PHP shell.php, which is the normal file extension, and then we are going to add .jpg. So PHP shell.php.jpg, and then this way we will be able to maneuver our way through the high security level and then be able to bypass the high security layer filter and then be able to upload this our malicious PHP shell onto the Metasploitable the dumb vulnerable web application that is hosted on the Metasploitable 2 web server. All right, so now I'm going to forward this particular HTTP post request, and then so we have successfully forwarded it. Now let's go to the web application and see what happens. So as we can see, we have successfully been able to upload it, PHP shell.php.jpg. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go and arm my Metasploitable, and then we are going to browse to the page and then see where we'll be able to get a Metapreter section. So I'm going to come here. I've already started my Metasploitable, Metasploitable 2. So then I'm going to use exploit multi-handler. So use exploit multi. Sorry, I mistyped it. All right, perfect. Multi-handler. Multi-handler. All right, so we have and then I'm going to set payload just as we did before. Set payload payload to PHP. Okay, so PHP Metapreter reverse TCP. All right, so let me click on options. So we have already done this step before. So I need the IP address of this particular Linux machine. So let me come and type if config. So this is the IP address 192.168.43.194. So I'm going to go over and then set the lhost to 192.168.43.194. So let me go over it again. 194.194, so .194. So at lhost 192.43.194, and then I'm going to enter. So let me go over the options again to make sure that everything has been set to the right configuration options. So I have perfect. So we have lhost 192.168.43.194, and then the lport to 44444. All right, so we are good to go. So I'm going to run the exploit command. Exploit on command exploit. So I mistype it. I misspell it, so let me retype it. Exploit. So now we have launched the Metasploit. We are waiting for incoming connection. So I'll go back to the dumb vulnerable web application and then try to visit that particular web page and then see whether I'll be able to get a connection. So I'm going to copy this. I'm going to copy this. And then I'm going to, so we know that this is 2 directory backward. So I'm going to let me go to a new tab, and then I'm going to type 192 and then DVWA. Then I'm going to paste this. But we are not going to .jpg. We'll remove the .jpg and then just have PHP shell.php, and then I'm going to hit enter. So as normal, it has also been intercepted by our Bob suite. So I'll go to Bob suite and then forward the traffic. All right, so I'm going to forward the traffic. I'm going to forward it. Forward everything. Forward. Right. So I'm going to forward it. So let me go back and then see whether I've been able to visit the page. I have access to the page now. Okay. Why is it taking so long? So let me go back to the Bob suite again to make sure there's no any traffic that has been. So everything has been forwarded. All right. So let's go. Why is it taking so long? Let me go back again. Okay. Let me see the whether we have a game interpreter session. So as you can see, perfect, we have been able to get interpreter session on our Metasploit. Okay, so and I can interact with it. I can type help command and then see the commands I can use to interact with the target Metasploitable 2 that we have been able to hack through using file upload vulnerability. So I can type sysinfo sysinfo to see information about the machine that we have been able to hack through. So as you can see, with computers Metasploitable and the operating system is Linux Metasploitable 2.6.2.24. So we can go through the commands and then see how we can be able to interact with the Metasploitable 2 web server that we have been able to hack at high using file upload vulnerability at high security level.